Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play of Third Age Total War with the Moss submod, which is a modification for medieval Total War 2 Kingdoms with me, the Green Dragon. So, as discussed, as those of my fans who made their preferences known to me, well, we're gonna be playing as Orcs of the Misty Mountains, and we need to destroy the Sylvan Elves, the High Elves and Dwarves, which will be tough because we are surrounded by enemies. We have the Sylvan Elves, we have the Lorien Elves, we have the High Elves, and we have the Dwarves, all which are close enough to us to be trouble in one shape or another. But let's just get into it and see what we can accomplish, shall we? And you may watch the intro. I think our first move will be to attempt to siege out Imladris or Rivendell if we can, because if we can do that, that will remove one front we need to worry about, and that will actually make things significantly easier. As such, it's a good place to start, wouldn't you say? Right. Lots of death. Now, fighting elves is gonna be hard because our troops suck, and their troops, they're like freaking Terminators, really. Believe me, it's gonna sting. They have excellent morale. They have lots of health. They are very powerful. And really, it's just bad news in all kinds of ways. Now, how do we want to play this, really? We generally want to start by getting our economy going one way or the other, right? Okay, we'll allow Tolakans, we'll X the earlier invasions, X the garrison script, resurrected allied factions, sure. Diplomacy, no. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna X the ones that give our side, or the forces of evil, you know, greater strength than they would otherwise have. Gonna keep this challenging. Nope, nope. No immortal heroes. Captured messages are fine. Allied aid script. Yeah, sure. Beacons, sure. Corsairs, no. Reforged Arnor. Yes, we'll start with Arnor Reforged. No Immortal Nazgul, no Eastern Shadows, no Mordor's Call, and that's more or less it. And they have managed to reforge the Kingdom of Arnor through some great effort on their part, or the click of my mouse. Fun fact, we have Lothlorien right there. But this fort can be just bypassed, which makes it pretty damn worthless to us. We're gonna have to hold at Moria itself, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna draw up our forces as best we can there, and then what we need to look at is opportunities for making large amounts of cash. No trade here virtually, but we can't really get any because we don't have people to trade with. The Drums of the Deep, yeah, we could pick those up, but not that much point. Okay, so first things first, right? Where do we want to move? What do we want to pick up? Okay, we'll want the Shrine of Melkor up here in Dane's Halls, just to get this under control, so that we can get some better stuff there. Furthermore, Goblin Town, Wargbreeder maybe. Think what we really want is lots of good infantry, but yeah, we can't even build infantry here yet, so we'll build that. We'll build the camp watch here. Well, actually no, not much point, we don't want that much snaga. About here, garrison quarters. Right, well then let's go with that. This is a camp guard, which gives us what? 3 points of goblin infantry, and this gives us 3, so they're essentially the same building, it's just different types of holdings, really. Actually, what I should really build is this, and X the other stuff, because that one thingy which allows us to build the next level of our stuff you know, heavy infantry and heavy halberds, that's actually more valuable, in all honesty. Right, so that's what they're gonna go for. Meanwhile, what can we can recruit some Snaga trash here, and that will be a good start here. Oh, we could actually get goblin volunteers. What are we building? Yeah. These require no upkeep, which makes them something we want to pick up ASAPly. We'll have one more unit of Snaga there momentarily, so it's not gonna be left completely without troops, and we really want to start moving towards Imladris ASAP. Because we'll want to start sieging that. They're gonna have 6 or 7 units there in total. It should be enough for us to siege it, though we won't be able to assault it. At Moria, we're simply gonna hold against the elves and hope that everything works out fine and we survive. As for here, what do we want to do here? I think their city is here, but they're pretty close to the Sylvan Elves. Honey, a modern trade resource. Wow, that's so cool. I think we'll want to build some roads soon as well, but yeah, we need to take Imladris, we really do. After that we can swing eastwards and take this stuff on this side of the river, but we need to take Imladris first. Okay, so our first target is Imladris. After that we want to try and somehow take out the Lorien Elves. And oh crap, it's actually... Oh come on, why are you freaking out? You were fine when I left you. Okay, it's more units moving in. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's gonna be felt. Okay, the turn timers are pretty long here, but there's not much I can do about that. Okay. We need to make sure that Goblin Town stays happy. We don't want to lose much population there because we kind of need that place alive and kicking. You know? So that's Gondor doing a lot of stuff apparently. Come on, dude. How long do you need to... Okay, there we go. So I need to take Methelburg. Nobody was harmed, eh? Oh, you are on military build policy. You douchebag! I hate the AI! And it always turns it on the shittiest freaking setting as well. Don't enjoy that at all. Snug archers are pretty damn sucky. We want to hire all of these because, well, simply because, and we'll park you there. So, some very nasty units in there. 3 generals, which is fine. That's not the worst part, right? It'll take 10 turns to siege it out the slow way. They might assault me before then, but I'm gonna try and whittle down their strength at least a little bit before, you know, actually doing shit about them. There we have a random elven general. We won't be able to kill him though, unfortunately. Considering actually moving more, recruiting some more troops and moving them on Imladris as well. Because the closer we are to a full stack when we start that fight, the better off we'll be. Okay, this looks good. Or as good as it can look anyway. Right. I'm hoping that the Sylvan Elves will be busy with Mordor. Hopefully. For a while. So we'll possibly manage to. Yeah, and if you guys want me to awaken the Balrog, I'm gonna need the Elves of Lothlorien to actually attack Moria. If the human player can even get that event, that is. We'll see. Okay. It's the High Elves doing their crap. They're sending a diplomat towards me. What, do they want peace or something? You know, if the elves of Lorien wanted a ceasefire, I would actually give it to them. I would just give it to them. I don't need to war with them just yet if I can avoid it. It's just that they're such a fucking threat to me. Being able to focus on a few other things wouldn't actually hurt that much, you know? It wouldn't actually hurt. Okay. Those are the Orcs of Gundabad up there. End of turn. Right. Construction. A shrine. Okay. Some recruitment done. Have sufficient forces here to...
No fool. Send your emissary to me.
Okay. Close enough to a full stack. Just gonna slow siege them for a while. We'll see how that goes. And this unit should allow us to see if any reinforcements are on their way or something like that. So I think a few more hunting huts won't hurt because it will, well, make some difference. Depends on where we build them, I suppose. Okay, so what do we want and where do we want it? So this would what... Yeah, it's not that big a difference, right? So probably in Goblin Town, but we're already building stuff there. I don't know. How much would that mean here? Oh, it's a decent amount pretty much anywhere, but... Okay, let's actually take a look at what? The diplomacy? Where's the diplomacy screen? That's missions, that's the faction, diplomacy. Here we are, we have... Ooh, all the elves and dwarves, they are our enemies. We are at war from the very start. Ouch! It's gonna sting a lot. Well, they might be worried about me having this large army here, you know, ready to move on Lothlorien, which could hurt them a little bit. Possibly. Okay, so what now, what now, what now? Think that's it for this turn, actually. Although, yeah, we should start building a hunting lodge somewhere. Now let's see what those elves want, shall we? Let's just see it, shall we? Yeah, it kind of... our starting position kind of sucks because we're surrounded by so many douchebag enemies. Then again, I should be able to put myself in a halfway decent position if I can take Imladris or Rivendell. And I could even build a basic trade network if I could then, after taking Imladris, get a few more holdings, like there's 2 holdings which I would want to take after that, and if after that I can build some decent roads. Right, important message, military not up to speed, we're only just starting to build up, blah 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 blah. Right.
Things can only get better between us.
Right. So, actually, let's see the building stuff. Entertainment, right. Prison complex is apparently entertainment, although for orcs it may well be. Mithril mines, what does this requires mining network? Oh. Okay. Mining for mithril may also be a chance to resurrect the last hidden balrogs at the roots of the mountains in Moria. Okay, that just became a priority. Or one of my priorities. We're gonna build hunting huts everywhere first, or everywhere that we can, just to get ourselves a bit more income. We're gonna take our time, we're gonna build up slowly. Although, you could do something like... Oh, this is dumb. This is so very dumb, but I kind of want to do this. Hope I don't expose myself to too much counterattacking. Maybe I can recruit some more units here soon. Yes, very soon now. Because I do want to start taking territory. What am I missing? That is already Wood Elf, Sylvan Elven. You can see the green borders there. Shit. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay. Right, let's just keep sieging Rivendell. I cannot assault it and hope to survive it. It might say that my army is a lot larger than theirs, but they're elves and they have Noldor guardians in there. It's gonna sting if I attack. A lot. They probably won't surrender to me, but if they're selling out and if, you know, everything works out my way, then maybe I can take it with what I have there. And maybe I can move a few more troops in order to take it, but as it is now, it's gonna be tough. It's just plain gonna be tough. Okay. The Orcs of Gundabad, Harad, Rune, and there we go. Should be our turn momentarily. Come on, come on. We all know how this goes, right? I win, you lose, and everything is awesome. Yay, a hunting hut. Aren't we special, right?
Get ready for fighting.
Come on. Okay, Austinet Hill was somewhere around here. If I'm not mistaken, or the remains of the same. Just... shouldn't they be losing people to starvation? Apparently not yet. Camp watch would be good for snug skirmishers, but that's not a priority. Snug skirmishers, I can live without them. Garrison quarters, oh, that would be good. Okay, turns to next available, good. We'll want to recruit more garrison troops there soon as well, but again, cash constraints, so you need to be careful in how we push this. The High Elves and Dwarves have allied, in their hatred of us, no doubt. Right. Ooh, the Lord Marshal. Lord Marshal of the Realm. So what, these are tradable? Okay. And discounts on construction costs too, wow. Okay, so 2 turns we want to actually start saving up for the mining networks there, because that's a lot of cash. Compared to how little we gain from these little things, it's a whole lot of cash, and mining there would be useful as well. Still, I do want these food increase things just so that I can, you know, increase my population levels, right? So, let's continue. They have Boquendi, they have Noretirno warriors, they have Eldar volunteers, and they have, you know, the Noldor guardians. Oh, that's gonna be tough. I mean, I've been on the other side of that, you know, kind of equation. The Orcs tend to lose. Tends to be tough fighting them. Especially if they have anything approaching a real army. And 7 or 8 units of elves, that's a pretty decent task force, if not an actual army. Meanwhile, we have, you know, literally trash. The kind of stuff that, you know, their job on the battlefield is to fail, to run away, and to die horribly. You know? Hence, you know. Okay, I don't want to build roads just yet, do I? There's not much point. And they have not decided to peacefully leave me alone, have they? Okay, there it is, Austin Hill. Okay, orc looters. There's quite a few units there. I don't like that. But what can I do to fix it? What can I do to fix it? Not much, is there? I'm gonna have to try and engage with what I already have there, right? Can't really move out in that direction either. How long? 3 turns, right? Well, I need a single turn to do that anyway. Okay, let's just send some snugger that way. As for you, just head that way, and you go to growth. Crap. That sucks. And recruit that. Let's just juggle a bit. Because I need to gain ground, right? I need to, you know, start making some movement, right? Right. Building silver mines in Goblin Town would be good too. What about here? Almost as good there as well. Wait, what could I build there? Ballistate towers. Nice. That would be useful if that's how we actually chose to do things. Okay, so far so good. We haven't been slaughtered yet. I really don't want to lose Moria. Although, I am kind of asking for trouble with as few troops as I'm leaving there. So, kind of might want to rethink that a bit, especially if those of Lorien decide to move out. Right. So, the High Elves, are you gonna come out and fight me yet? Oh, fuck me. I didn't think they would actually do it. Oh, that is not good. That is deeply ungood. Well, maybe they'll wake the Balrog for me. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Okay. And... yeah, Moria is actually the place that is making us all our cash, too. Hence, while losing it would be very, very bad. How many elves? Just 3 units, though. Right, so it should be okay to do this and fight them off, right? Outnumber them 2 to 1, it should be possible. And these guys will just have to deal with this on their own if they can. Again, we'll siege them out the slow way. Yeah, you're starting to lose some troops to attrition. That's good, that's good. That's very good. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, 2 turns to recruit. Fuckers! Like this then. But let's get some heavy troops. That will help a lot. I'll actually move you up to the front of the line like so. Just in case they do siege us. I hope the Balrog isn't too deeply asleep. Meanwhile, how much does a 3,500? Will I have that next turn? I will. I should. Okay. Hopefully they'd realize that they should back off. Namely, the Lothlorien elves there, because they only have 3 units and I have a lot more. Gods, I hope those units I have in there are enough. Because elves, they're just bad news if you're, you know, evil. Oh, that Lorien diplomat was actually heading towards Imladris. A pity that's already sieged by me. Hehehehe, fuckers. So the Orcs of Gundabad are moving eastwards. That's interesting, interesting. Very interesting indeed. So, they're coming out to fight. Whoa! Ah, that's just 7 to 10. Do I want to take this then? let's not. Let's... Maybe I can hire something. No, I really can't, can I? Okay, in that case, we'll just siege them again. And yep, those seem to have backed off. Good. Okay, we'll get some heavier units here very shortly, so we can do something like this and still get away with it, right? Should be fine. That is slowly getting sieged down. We want to actually send reinforcements to the Imladris force if we can. Don't need all those Snaga. Although, admittedly, this place doesn't have any units whatsoever, does it? And yes, I know, I want to build the Mithril mines, and I still do, but really, you know, I need to make progress, and I need to remove the threat that Rivendell presents to my flank there. Otherwise, I can't focus on the Elves of Lorien properly, I just can't. Okay, and we'll just save up for the mining network. I have mines, and mining network would increase that to... Yeah, it's a little less, you know, useful as an improvement than simply building mines in one of those places. Well, in Goblin Town. It'll get less extra cash and it'll cost more, but it'll free the... It'll allow me to head for the Mithril mines, which will go a long, long way. Because that's some very, very good cash money. And I know we haven't had a battle yet, but I think that's fine. It sort of, you know... We're setting up, we're maneuvering, it's fine. It's fine. So... Gondor. Gondabad, very good. Okay. And... hello? Rune. Okay, they're coming out again, but we're gonna back off again.
Retreat! Retreat!
Yeah, they're not gonna let us actually siege them, because then they would take attrition, and they don't want to take attrition. But now we have sufficient forces that, you know, moving out straight away wouldn't work out that well for them. Okay. This should allow us to move up. Okay, one troop there. Two from here to these guys. Can you That's a lot of generals, huh? But that's fine, generals actually... They actually can do a bit of fighting, so that's fine, and with what I have here now, it should be possible to do a pretty decent job of taking these bastards out. Here, next turn we'll start on the mining network, just so that we can get those Mithril mines. 4 turns until this would supposedly surrender. I wonder how low these have gotten, because... Okay. Right, blah 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 blah. These are bad. They're like... really bad. Well, or very good, depending on which side of the line you're standing on, I suppose. But really, it's just... bad news for us, okay? Okay, and next turn. So... Yeah, it's like the AI doesn't realize just how good the elven troops really are, otherwise they would be really ripping into me. Because if the Elves of Lorien really wanted to, I think they could take Moria. They really could. And it would suck, but, well, they really could take Moria. Hell, you surround them, you kill 3/4 of them, and they still won't break. They're like insanely good troops. Okay, blah blah blah, ambush, ambush. Go it there, and 3 turns. They probably will move out once they run out of food, because then it's a matter of do that or surrender, but... yeah, just do that, that's fine. You have started construction of that, excellent. Can you recruit anything? Just a Snaga. That'll do, actually. Recruit me a Snaga. Okay, 4 and 16 and 6 and 11, so they're not bad. Not amazing, but they're not horrible, I suppose. Oh, the Orcs have gone to battle, love me. Right. Okay, yeah, cash buildings is good, cash buildings is very good. Not making a lot of money, still. And that is bad, because money is important. We need infrastructure for good units, and we need money to get that infrastructure, and... hence you can see my problem. Anyway, let's cycle the turn. I think the first fight, real fight we'll get is with the Imblad ourselves sometime in the next episode. So... or Rivendell elves, or whatever. Right, Free Peoples of Eriador, sure. And the High Elves. Hello. I hope they don't attack yet. For one thing, every single troop they lose will... well, it will kind of make my job a lot easier, you know? Because, oh, we're really gonna feel it when it hits, you know? It's gonna be bad. But... oh well, you'll see. Okay. Okay. So...
No fool, send your emissary to me.
right. So, everything is going according to plan here. I'm not going to recruit any more just yet. That should be fine. What about here? What kind of reserves can we swiftly raise? Pretty decent ones. Okay, so, I'm gonna cycle one more turn, and then we're gonna split the episode. I don't think anything will happen now in this turn. Ah, yes, and now we can whittle down our enemy gradually there as well. So... slow beginnings. Yeah, that's actually how I'm going to title this episode if I'm gonna go with subtitles for this series. So, the High Elves, they do not move out just yet. They might be desperately trying to muster troops and send them this way, but it's too late. That Rivendell is about to fall. Hopefully it's about to fall, instead of my forces being heroically driven off by the High Elves. Because that would suck. And believe me, even with all the troops that I have there, I'm still not sure that I'm gonna win. You know, that's how good their bloody troops are. It's just insane how good they are. Okay, trade. Right. We'll actually want to save up for the mithril mines, right? Show building browser. Mithril mines. How much does it cost? No idea, but that's what we'll build towards. Okay, these are whittling away. Okay, I'm gonna split it here, and when I cycle the turn, we'll actually get to fight the elves of Rivendell. So, I'll see you in a bit.